can't believe it. Oh, get away from me. They insult Stan, and then they just jumped on Delbert.
Well,
he remembered that.
We have finally found a reason to call Stan, and that is the pictures of the face of Mars that were in all the papers yesterday. Well, actually, you know, there have been discoveries about Mars. There was life on Mars. Yeah, right. There's life on Mars. The English guy said that the other day. They had the pictures of the face on Mars. All the probes are going up there. It really does look like a face. I mean, I find it hard to believe this is really a picture of Mars, but allegedly it is from
exactly
NASA.
A face.
And so Stan, having claimed that he's not only been to Mars, but he's been inside Mars.
Yes.
Where that face is not a face, but it's an observation deck.
Absolutely.
That's his claim. I thought it'd be, I don't know, maybe we get a little whipped up over this. Calling it the face of Mars again. Oh, there's some other developments, too, with Stan we have to talk about.
What's so damn funny?
Hello.
Hey, Mrs. Johnson, it's Drew and Mike calling from WRIF Radio in Detroit. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Go on in on your phone. There he is.
Okay. Ambassador
What's
Johnson?
so damn funny? Yeah.
Hey, it's Drew and Mike.
Oh, yeah. How are you guys?
Hey, how you doing, Stan?
Fine, fine.
Good deal.
Hey, Stan, we saw a picture of the face of Mars in the paper yesterday, and I don't see any observation deck on there.
It's not on the outside. It's all that comes out of the inside.
But doesn't it somehow? I mean, it has to show to the.
Just a window. All you can see it from the outside is just kind of a. That's just a window-like deal.
Oh, so like you mean the?
Nothing that sticks out of it.
Yeah. Don't you? Do you see through the eyes or the mouth, or how's that work?
Well, I'm not for sure just how, but what I've seen of it from the inside, it had a lot of just kind of like a big laboratory of some kind.
Oh, a Big John.
Yeah, but it
Big
had,
old crapper in there.
And they could just look right through the glass, put it that way, and it was magnifying somehow. Well, they had a big scope over it. And but it didn't stick out because one reason I guess they have to keep only when they look out that it's open. Otherwise, why that sand and stuff will deteriorate and just grind up the glass.
So when you're down below looking straight up, do you see the big old eyes and the big smile, you know, like a pumpkin or something?
Well, when you're inside, you can't. It doesn't look that way.
Stan, what about your?
It don't look like that on the inside at all. It don't look like no face or eyes.
Well, what about when you're hovering over it? When the what is it, the shuttlecraft or whatever?
Went over. I mean, I didn't get too much from the outside. Didn't see too much from the outside.
Hey, the shuttlecraft, is that Centralia that you're on when you go to Mars?
That's Commander Astar's ship.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the one that I go on is entirely different. I don't even know the name of the one I went on.
It's like some kind of cheap shuttle or something?
No, it's a big ship that we go on, the mother ship that we go on, but then we get out of it, go on, then on just a small shuttle.
Does it have a big giant screen like in Star Trek for the windshield where you can see out where you're going?
Yeah,
And do you ever like run into something and you're kind of rocked like those guys in Star Trek and the thing goes sideways each way and the lights flicker?
I never did that.
No?
Never happened?
I've had, I was in that one that I think was in the book where we was shot down over in Africa.
You were shot down off the spaceship?
Well, we had a force field that somehow was put up.
Oh my God!
No kidding.
Are you okay?
Well, we picked up 5 Russians on it, big officers of some kind, and we had 5. We had the Coast Guard. No, we didn't have the Coast Guard. I guess we had 4. We had the Marine, a big shot in the Marine, our Admiral, or whatever you call them, and in the Army and in the Navy. Because I wasn't supposed to know.
That pissed you off? The spaceship kept stopping to pick up all these yahoos?
No, they came to us, teleported into our spaceship.
Oh, they were.
Okay.
And then when we went down, we had the meeting, and no names whatever was mentioned.
Yeah.
And but we had to identify faces and the voice.
Were they nude at the time?
Huh?
Were they completely nude?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to be nude to be teleported.
We wouldn't. No, that was only when I was going through my initiation.
But Stan, when you're teleported, if you're not nude, couldn't your
teleporting the nude?
I know, but
You do teleport in a nude?
No.
No,
Oh,
because when
thank
you're
God.
teleported with clothes on, couldn't your belt buckle end up in your nose or something?
You don't have a. If you're teleporting,
Mhm.
you don't have to be that particular. That's just when you're going through a door in another dimension.
Okay.
Time warp and a force field of some kind.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
But
the only time you need to do that.
But in The Fly, when Jeff Goldblum was teleported with that fly, part of the fly's DNA got into him, and that's when he turned into like half fly, half man. So I was just wondering,
Yeah.
would your clothes get together with your DNA and your skin and all that, and the next thing you know, you're like nude, but you got pieces of clothing sticking out of your legs and arms?
Yeah, that would be crazy. Or all of a sudden,
It's just Bernard, like you're going in an airplane. I mean, in a big plane. Just
Right.
so if you had some creep or something that was teleporting along with it, you wouldn't reassemble like a half man, half
don't
boner
have
or
creep.
something.
teleporting with you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been nude at Mars or at Planet Sitka or in Centralia?
Oh, just when I was taking, like when I was climbing the mountain and when I was doing the things before I walked through the portal of light, I didn't ever have to do that again.
Did you ever get a boner when you teleported?
Oh, what?
Hey, Mike wanted to know if you'd ever gotten a boner when you were teleported, just because you were excited about it.
I don't think so. If I do, I can't remember it because I got
Yeah.
short memory anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of things about me, I guess. Why couldn't they find? There was people on Mars millions of years ago. And if they do find that rock, how about our own planet here? They're finding places that prove that we was on this planet million years ago.
Stan, why don't you just call them up and tell them, look, that's not a face, it's an observation deck. Let me tell you about the people I met up there. I was teleported, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
and just
call
save
them.
them a lot of money because we spend so much money on these probes.
It's terrible.
You could save them a lot.
Because
That's a fact.
they don't believe anything I say. I talked to a guy here just the other day.
And they just dismissed you as a kook.
About this spaceship. I mean, about this other
Go
planet
figure.
that's out there.
Yeah.
Stan,
He's from Atlanta, Georgia. Down there, one of the big laboratories down there.
did
He
he
was
just
with, I don't know what it was. He was,
did he just dismiss you as another kook?
You know, the guy you were talking to?
he actually did. He called up. He wanted to know about it. He was an astronomer, I guess you call him,
Astronomer, yeah.
that found this other planet.
Did you tell him to add Sitka to
Not a planet, it's a
To the
spaceship.
maps?
Did you tell him to add planet Sitka to the maps? And
But
Cirrus
I don't know.
and Cirrus
I
4?
think Planet Sitka could be one of some that we have named some other name than Sitka.
Oh, okay.
So they may already know about it, but they got it under the wrong name.
Phoenix.
So you might have been to Pluto, but you just call it Sitka. Well, Stan, we just wanted to call about the face of Mars because I got the picture of it in all the papers and just see if you could critique it. And
And who is it that's talking about that?
NASA.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that guy worked for them that called me.
Well, you should just tell him, Stan. So tell him to
do.
quit wasting time.
Hey, but I read a long time ago in the Reader's Digest, there was two people standing on the street corner. One of them was a high, big scientist, and the other one was just an everyday working man.
Uh-huh.
And this everyday working guy who looked across the street, and this guy who was walking down the street didn't have a stitch of clothes on him.
Oh, for God's
But,
sake.
hey, look at that man over there. He hasn't got no clothes on, whatever. This scientist looked at him, so he stood there and looked at him a while. He said, yeah, it does look at him, but I got to have more proof than that.
Stan Johnson with a joke to help make the analogy concerning the face of Mars.
That's right. A great analogy.
Ambassador Johnson, you take a look at that picture. We'll call you back, okay?
Yeah, I'm glad to hear from you guys.
Well, good
Yeah.
to talk to you, Stan.
Yeah, nice to
Waiting
talk
for
to you.
my videotape.
You didn't get it yet?
No.
No
Oh,
way.
for crying out loud.
We keep not sending it. I don't know why you're not getting it.
I called Heidi not too long ago and she said, well, she'd see why I didn't get it.
Oh, it's been lost in the mail, no doubt. Well.
We'll make a note of it.
I got a call from Tiny Tim.
From Tiny
Oh.
Tim?
himself.
No kidding.
And why did he call, Stan?
I don't know. He's supposed to come out here. He was going to come out this way. He wanted to go up in the woods and
take a dump
for a couple of days.
Had you been in contact?
His wife.
Had you been in contact with him or anything?
Yeah, and so does that was the only contact I've had with him so far.
Did you know he was in the hospital and all that?
Yeah, I know. That's where he called from.
Oh, he called you from the hospital?
Yeah, after he had his heart attack. Because he got my card, and then he called and thanked me for it.
Oh, you sent him a card?
Yeah, and this same way is that Patrick.
Oh, Butch Patrick? You're still buds with him?
They're supposed to be out here in the spring.
Butch Patrick?
Yeah.
Well, now, what about Delbert Harris?
I never got a call from him.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah. Did you invite him out?
I didn't get to talk to him very much anyway.
Oh, yeah, no, he was pretty much mobbed.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Butch and Pam and I had a drink or two together, and we had dinner together. And
oh, yeah, at the hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, right. Tiny's a great guy. We weren't so sure you guys were going to hit it off.
Oh, yeah, I like Butch.
I mean, you and Tiny.
Oh, Tim?
Yeah.
We was in the... Tim. What he done, he bought a tape that I had from me.
Oh, no kidding. Really? Oh, no kidding. No wonder you just didn't give it to him.
That's why, and he told me he thanked me for that, too, for his wife.
Wow.
A healing tape. And he just stuck the bill in my shirt pocket. The money for it, and I told him that'd be $15, and he stuck it wrapped up in this paper that the address. Well, I never thought much about it till I got back to the hotel that night. And I got back to the hotel, I looked in there and did it, and guess what?
What?
It was a $100 bill.
What? You got to be kidding me.
Stan, did you send him the change back?
No, I didn't send him change back.
Stan, the guy's out of his mind. He doesn't have any money.
A note right there. He said, "This is all yours."
Wow, that's probably the money that he got from Standard Federal Bank. He needed so fast.
Yes.
I was told that
he did such an
quite often. Hey,
Stan, don't take advantage of Tiny Tim.
That guy was asking for enough money to get him a cup of coffee, and he gave him a $20 bill.
Tiny did?
Yeah, out of the limousine.
What?
Doesn't have any money.
He's dead broke.
Huh?
Stan, give him his money back.
He's broke.
Right now.
He's broke.
Stan, are you going to give him his money back?
No, I'm not going to give him his money back.
Oh, for God's sake.
Stan!
Meow, meow,
He doesn't have money. He's sick.
That was an $85 tip.
Well, you owe him a teleportation to the planet of his choice or something.
Yeah, a free day with Bigfoot or something.
Could you get Tiny teleported somewhere, Stan?
I don't know if it might have have to do to heal him. If I could get I have been sending him healing messages.
You work on that, because, man, for $85, I think he deserves to be teleported.
Don't let the snaps on his Depends burn up.
Well, Stan, listen, we got to get going here, but we'll be in touch, okay?
Yeah.
And you keep us posted on your relationships with Tiny Tim and Butch Patrick.
But I don't know. I haven't heard from Butch.
Mm-hmm. Well, he'll
but he told me right there they both did. Even we was sitting there and we had our pictures took together.
Mm-hmm.
Took Butch and my pictures together, and then took Pam and mine together.
Yeah. Did he buy a tape from you?
No, he didn't.
No.
Gave him a book.
You gave him one? Did he pay you for it?
No.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, Stan, he probably didn't pay you because you were looking down his girlfriend's breasts on her dress.
I'd not saying that they wouldn't have liked to, but I didn't.
Yeah, she had some nice Zeppelins, didn't she?
Stan,
you know what I mean?
Stan can't comment.
Yeah. Well,
Stan, we got to go. Listen, we'll talk to you real soon.
Yeah, and tell him I said hi. And if you see that little sweetheart of mine, tell her I said hi to Linda.
Oh, Linda Lee?
Linda Lee.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, I got you.
We sure will, Stan.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay, talk to you soon.
Yeah, you bet.
Goodbye.
What's so damn funny?
His sweetheart. We made take him to a strip joint.
Yeah, of all things.
Oh, I can't believe Tiny Tim gave him $100.
I can't either.
Tiny was desperate to cash the check for what he had earned that day, and it was immediately, well, it actually took about an hour for him to write out all the Remember he had to.
Well, yeah,
he had to send him money orders.
Sure, absolutely. And then he started having to, he was trying to pay all these utility bills and get money to his wife and all this stuff. And then the cash
and
that
his
he wanted-
manager.
Yeah. Then he kept turning around and they give him a 50 and they'd say, oh, I'm sorry, could I have a 2 20s and a 10? And then they would give him that. And then he'd go, oh, I'm sorry, could I have 3 10s and a 20? And I swear it went on and on, not to mention him singing Tiptoe and all that stuff to all the tellers, desperate for the money, and $100. $100 he gives
For
to
Stan's
Stan.
tape.
And Stan's not going to send him any money, even though Tiny Tim's on his back with a heart ailment.
Stan calls him Tim. No one calls him Tim. You can't call him Tim.
You can't do that.
And Butch Patrick is not going out there in the spring.
No,
I got news for you.
no, there's absolutely no way. Stan with his management, he's hanging around with those big animals too much.
At WRIF, TC up in Sky Crib. Trouble reaching him, though. Maybe he's